Absolutely. If only it felt a little more summer-like today. That's not the case, as a lot of folks waking up to ice, and the crews have been out treating the main roads, but likely your porch or your sidewalk, driveway could have a glaze out there. Use caution. Now, most of that ice is pushed off towards Philadelphia, D.C., off towards the northeast, but we have been drying out a little bit throughout the morning hours, and as we look at Exact Track 4D, it shows a little flurry or two by Waterford, but I think that's just a little bit of moisture from the cloud cover close to the radar site, so we're dry at this hour. But that wasn't the case through the overnight. We did pick up ice accumulation along and south of I-94, and even a little dicey the farther north you went. But as folks were out there salting, we did see drastic improvement or rapid improvement with those conditions. And so winter weather advisory still in effect until 9 a.m. due to travel concerns. But as the conditions continue to improve, you might see that lifted a little early over the next hour and a half. Temperatures are in the 20s and low 30s. We're right at the freezing mark in Sandusky, which is our warmest spot. So if any of the surfaces look wet, but they have not been treated with salt, just know that they are probably icy because of these temperatures at the surface still being pretty much well below freezing. We rise above freezing this afternoon, 37. So Mother Nature is going to melt a lot of this away if it hasn't been treated by the afternoon. Cloudy skies, and then we're going to have a cooler air mass building in. But before we get there, we have some gusty winds building in this afternoon. Now the ice will be gone, so we're not pairing it with the ice and have any concerns for power outages from the combination of the two. It's just going to be a gusty wind event this afternoon with 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts and maybe some isolated pockets a little bit greater than that. So as we advance through the timeline here, we might get a little clearing through the overnight when it comes to that cloud cover, but it does build back in tomorrow. However, tomorrow's dry. It's just a calm and colder day ahead of our next weather maker, which will be round 2 of winter weather, and that arrives Saturday afternoon. Could start as a little bit of snow, but we're awfully close to the rain snow line as I've stopped the clock close to 11 o'clock at night Saturday. If that rain snow line lifts just a little bit north or a little bit south, that's going to make a huge difference on what kind of precipitation we see. But as this stands, if this was to verify, you get a little bit of a wintry mix right along the state line. The rest of us just getting the colder part of that system, which would result in snow. A few flakes could linger into your Sunday, but the bulk of this will fall late Saturday night. And when you wake up Sunday morning, well, we could have a fresh coating of 1 to maybe even up to about 3 inches of snow. So maybe the kids will be sledding for the second half of the weekend. We'll have to wait and see as new high resolution data comes in, but just wanted to give you that early look so you can start to plan ahead. We'll be on either side of 30 for the weekend, staying right around 30 early next week on Monday, but then we do fall below average with highs only in the mid to upper 20s by Tuesday and Wednesday next week, and possible chance for snow by the middle of next week as well. So forewarned weather alert will be lifting as we head into the afternoon, but let's see if we're tracking any trouble spots out there with Darnell, because overall, Darnell, I would say it wasn't as bad this morning as what most of us thought it would be road-wise.